Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. I hope you're all doing fantastic as always. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat, how is your weekend so far? Today we're flying from Vancouver over to Seattle with the Dash 8, which is interesting because I haven't actually flown this aeroplane on a stream before. Which could end very badly. I don't know. It's a very difficult aeroplane to fly. A bit like the 757 and the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗥𝗦𝗑. I struggle with this plane just a bit. But we'll see. It's a really, really short flight today. We're looking at a 30-minute flight, around that, maybe even a little bit less. I'm not too sure. A total distance of 120 nautical miles to cover. So it really and truly is quite literally just a tiny little hop over to Seattle today. But I guess this is as close as you can get to a proper flash flight, right? This really is flash flight. You're mute? Can you hear me? Someone said my microphone's on mute. I don't think it is. It looks okay on my end. How's the audio levels before we go too far into the stream today? I don't know why, but on my end, like, because I can hear stuff like through, like, I can hear myself talking through the microphone for monitoring purposes, and it sounds weird. It just sounds different today. Hopefully it's fine. It just sounds louder. I don't know. Maybe my ears have just got better overnight or something. I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's not stall for too long. You can't actually do too much of the Dash 8. You can't open the door or anything like that at the moment because it's quite an old aircraft. So we've managed to attach the belt, which is good. We can do the ground power as well, but it's not really needed because it's just a master battery switch and that's it. We're ready to go. So let's have a look. Audio is great, awesome. You can hear me, amazing. Infinite Flight Finland, Pigeon, Jamal, the Aviation, Murky Aviation, Aviation X. Who else have we got in here? Oliver. Who else? Ryman. Lee's Aviation's in the chat. Trident Aviation. How's it going? Welcome back to another stream. Awesome stuff. Let's not stall for too long, but of course, if you would like to join on this flight today, we're on the expert server at Vancouver right now. Just spawn in with a -8 and join in on the fun. The flight plan is already done, so please do copy my flight plan. It's probably a really good idea to copy my flight plan, especially on this flight in particular, because it's very short. So it'd be nice, especially for ATC, if we can just sort of stay in the same sort of region rather than dispersing like a bunch of flies or something, because it'd be quite difficult. But anyway, let's crack on. Let's go ahead and disconnect this belt here. We don't need the belt anymore. The passenger's already on. Let's go ahead and just fire up the aircraft. There's not too much to do in that sense. We're just going to press the master battery switch and we're ready to go, basically. What we can do now, the weight and balance is already done, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the navigation lights, and soon we'll turn on the beacon lights. But before we go ahead and do that, let's just double check what the ATIS says, because that could have changed since I listened to it last. Which it most likely hasn't, but we'll double check anyway. I think it's the same, which is good, that's fine. Miles, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Dan, what's in the update? I guess you will find out when the update comes soon. The cruising altitude for today is 15,000 feet. It's not too high at all. It's really, really low, actually. Information Alpha. 8 right, 8 left. Awesome. Okay, so we've sort of heard what we need to hear. We'll tune into ground, and we'll go ahead and attach the tug to the aircraft. There we go. Awesome stuff. And now we can also go ahead and request pushback here. Request push, specific runway, and we'll go to 8 right today. I think that will help out. We're departing south, so if we don't cross over departing traffic from the northern runway here, it should be okay. We should get pushback clearance in no time, really. Although, how busy is the airport? Right, okay, it's very busy. That's awesome to see. When's 22.6 coming out? Soon. I'm not going to say when. Obviously, Oliver, Liv is great. Thank you for asking. She's not flying today. No, she's not flying. Hopefully no go-arounds today, Dan. I'm not too sure what the weather's like in Seattle at the moment. Of course, we're flying a relatively light aeroplane today, and it's quite difficult to land with, you know, some winds and in windy conditions in general. So hopefully we survive. We may crash. I'm not too sure. We might veer off the runway or something. I'm honestly not good at flying this plane at all. So hopefully I can do very well with this airplane today. Pull some tricks out and see if I can land nice and smooth. Same with the takeoff. I'm not good at taking this plane off either. It's like a rocket. It's like a little missile, really. It takes off really, really quickly, especially when you're relatively light. For the purpose of that reason, we're really, really light today. So what I've done is I've packed an hour extra fuel, just so that we're a little bit heavier, because otherwise it would be like a bit of paper flying through the sky, and it just wouldn't be very easy. So a little bit of extra weight today. We won't do a giveaway today. We do those in more or less every single stream. So let's have a break from a giveaway today. And the next one, in the next stream, we can do a giveaway. Hold position. Okay. No worries. We'll wait here. I think there's an aircraft pushing back, or the aircraft taxiing behind us here. And there's also an aircraft pushing back. I believe the -8s, they taxi out with one engine running and the spoilers armed. I don't know why. If anybody could answer that in the comments, that would be amazing, because I've never really understood the concept behind having the pushback approved. Awesome. Okay, right, Roger, let's do this. Beacon lights on. Parking brakes off. And we'll start our pushback here. Really cool plane, though. I do like this airplane. It's definitely unique. It's sort of like the ATR as well, in a way. How much trim are we using today? I don't know. If I'm honest with you, I do not know how much trim we're going to use today. I'm very inexperienced with this aeroplane, so it could be very embarrassing flying this thing today, but I guess that's what makes the stream interesting. So what we'll do, see what's going on. We'll have to push back into this taxiway here, because we've got traffic taxiing. Let's see, and then we'll start engine 1 in just a few moments here. Use 10% trim. Cool, okay. Dan, go for around 50 to 60% trim. That wouldn't be That wouldn't be very good. We'll cruise at a speed of 220 to 230 knots today. Okay, let's start engine 1. See how well we can push back. Okay, that wasn't a bad pushback. It was a pretty nice one again, actually. Let's go ahead. Look at the prop spinning. I really love this aeroplane in that sense. It looks really, really cool. Let's go ahead and stop here then.
Vancouver ground, Jazz 1972, ready to taxi with information alpha. Pushback approved.
Do you like the A330? Yes, I mean, it's a cool plane. It's not my favorite aeroplane, but I like it in particular for the landings. It's really easy to land. It's super smooth, of course. Everyone calls it the butter machine. So it's a cool plane. It's nice to watch land. It's very elegant. It's a very cool plane. Let's see. We have 190 people watching live right now, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by and watching today. Hopefully, you can stick by for the entire duration here. It's not too long of a stream at all. There should be plenty to talk about. So let's detach the tug and set our parking brakes. Do you like the Boom supersonic plane? I think it's cool. I'll believe it when I see it. When I see it fly, then I'll like it properly, right? Because right now, I mean, it hasn't even taken off. Okay, we'll use flaps 5 for today's departure. We'll use trim 10. Spoilers go to armed. Again, I don't know. I don't think we can actually do this because of the auto brake feature here. Do we have auto brakes? No, we don't. Anyway, let's scrap that then. Spoilers, we can't use the spoilers on armed then. We'll have to set those for landing when we land. Let's request taxi to 8 right. Horizon Pilot, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We'll just taxi out on one engine for now, and then when we get close to the runway, of course, we'll turn engine 2 on. There we go. King of the Skies, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Felix, welcome to the stream. So we have to cross, I think it's runway 13. Let's have a look. Yes, 13. Of course, just be mindful that there are 2 runways in use for departure today. So, of course, if you see that there's a line at one end of the, like one runway, for example, just taxi towards the other runway instead. Request, obviously, taxi to the other runway, just so that we can reduce the delays here. Not for this event in particular, of course, for every single event that we do. You know, these things can be very, very busy. So to avoid that, let's make use of all of the runways that we have. Samuel AR, what's up? Unfortunately, we don't have a live cockpit, so we can't do any virtual cockpit flying today. I'm sure we could turn on the HUD view in here, though. No, I don't like that. We're going to stay facing out the front like this. You see it pitches down just a bit. I don't like that. So we'll fly in the HUD view today. It's different. We haven't done it in a while, so we can't complain. Will there be more 3D editing streams? Yes, of course, of course. The next one, it will be the one after the next stream. So not the next one, the one after that. Need to plan the next stream. Okay, I'll switch over to tower in just a second to request runway crossing, and then we'll just stay on tower's frequency. Request crossing for 13. There we go. Crossing the runway. Whilst crossing, we'll go ahead and turn our strobe lights on. There's an aircraft to our right here as well. I would try my very best to read all of the messages once we're airborne. Of course, like I always say, I've said this from the start, airplanes don't taxi and take off by themselves. I need to concentrate on this part, and then I'll read the chat as much as possible once we're in the air. So if I am not reading your comments. Don't take it personally. It's just because I can't quite catch up with them at the moment. And even so, when we're in the air, if I still don't get around to your comment, it's only because the chat's really, really busy. And I'll try my very best. Okay. It shouldn't be too long of a wait for departure today. It should be relatively quick, of course. I can't imagine there'll be huge delays either. These things can take off super, super quick, so hopefully things can get going really quickly here. Right, we'll start engine 2 then. Start engine 2.
Vancouver Tower, Jazz 007, ready for departure at runway 8 right.
Without crashing into the back of this Dash 8 in front of us here. Oliver said that he is the co-pilot for today. Awesome. Your boy, what's up? Welcome to the stream, to the 204 people watching right now. I guess that's the perk of streaming on a weekend. Aeroplanes, Samuel AR said aeroplanes should have brake lights at the back so that other pilots can see when they're braking. But if I'm honestly, that's not a bad idea. I don't know why that's not a thing. Because like when you think about it, it would actually make very much sense. Cars have it, bikes have it, electric scooters have it. Why don't planes have it? Okay, hopefully we're not here for too long. We've got a 10 knot headwind by the looks of it on takeoff.
Ready for departure at runway 8 left, departing south.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 left, Zulu uniform, Lima uniform. Jazz 417, line up and wait, runway 8 left.
Can you hear the music okay?
Runway 8
Can you hear the music okay? That's awesome.
Maple 8404, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff, fly runway.
I'm quite glad that the weather in the UK today isn't as hot as it has been. It's been a relatively nice work day, to be honest with you. It hasn't been too hot in the room, so hopefully I don't overheat in this stream. I probably won't, but the music's fine. Awesome. Okay, thank you, Squared, for confirming that. Got the Pepsi can in the cockpit here. Classic.
Ready for departure at runway 8 right, departing south.
Hotel Delta 506, line up and wait, runway 8 right.
Line up and wait, runway 8 right. Hotel Delta 502.
People are way too close to each other when waiting to take off, sniffing each other's APU. Yeah, I know, it's a common occurrence. I mean, I'm guilty for it as well. It happens. But I guess it also fits more aircraft in, especially during events like this when there's not so much room on the ground. You need to cram everyone in, so...
Frequency change approved, Jazz 007. Good day.
Hotel Delta 502, runway 8
Let's have a look at the...
takeoff, fly runway.
There's quite a few aircraft here, so that's
Cleared for takeoff.
That's good to see. And it looks like some traffic's also using the other runway as well, which is awesome. So that really does help out. Will the next 3D editing stream be with Laura? Most likely not. I'm not too sure. It's not planned yet, so I can't confirm that. Have you been to LaGuardia? If so, how much do you hate it? I've never been to LaGuardia, so I couldn't judge. I'm sorry. Do you have any other jobs besides streaming for Infinite Flight? I recently worked at Gatwick, though I quit. I work at Infinite Flight more or less full-time, and I also have my own YouTube channel as well, which I occasionally stream on. How was AirVenture? AirVenture was awesome, thank you for asking. We enjoyed that very, very much. It was awesome to meet some of you as well in person. Okay, right. Let's not crash here. Let's just be patient. 236 people watching live. That's kind of shocking, actually. That's the most we've had in a little while. It's awesome. That's an awesome number to see. If you haven't liked the stream yet, go ahead and do so. Let's go ahead and continue our taxi here. Looks like an aircraft's lining up, so we'll slowly creep forwards here. Any work in progress shots today? Not today. Not today. I'm really intrigued to see what this takeoff will be like because I'm not good with this airplane. Have you been to Newark Airport? I haven't been to Newark. I have an infinite flight, of course, but not in real life. I've been to John F. Kennedy, and that's it. So. The Dash 8 is hard to land, said your boy. Yes, it is indeed. Work in progress in this stream. There will not be a work in progress shot in this stream, unfortunately. The cruise speed for today will be 230 knots. Around that sort of mark anyway. Maybe a little bit slower. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look once we're up, of course. But it's really not going to be a long flight at all. You can actually see, or you could see, I don't think you can see it now because of how many aircraft are being sort of rendered in here at Vancouver. But prior to the stream starting, you could see the traffic, like the little squares on the map, all the way over at Seattle from our current position. So it's really not too far at all. What's going on here then? Looks like we have the reason why we're holding at the moment is because we have a 777-300ER that's about to land. We might be able to catch them on camera. I'm not too sure. We'll have a look. The true flash flight, yes, definitely. It's the quickest flash flight I think we've done. Let's have a look here. Hopefully the 777 loads in. Don't think it's going to. It looked like it was a really high landing. Ouch, and then the bounce, just by looking at the square there. Okay, right. Things are moving now. Yeah, he did smack that down indeed. Did anyone see the 777 land? Ex-Ryanair pilot. Great.
Frequency change approved. Papa Hotel Alpha Echo Golf. Good day. 5 Hotel Sierra Alpha Lima Super. When able turn left at contact ground, please expedite. Wilco. 5 Hotel Sierra Alpha Lima Super.
Okay, we'll just stop here. Lanes Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Captain Chris 1 is about to take off. On 8 right here. Third in line. Let's have a look at the current time. We could potentially fly in current time. Sure, yeah, we'll fly in current time. It's not too much different anyway, so I don't have a problem with that. I think the issue we're having here is with the line of aircraft waiting for departure here is that we also have traffic taken off on 8 left. And of course, we're all using the same flight plan today, so aircraft taken off on 8 right are having to hold position because the aircraft on 8 left are taken off, then turning right into the flight path of the aircraft that would be taken off on the runway that we're going to depart on. So it's just sort of managing the space between aircraft there.
Jazz 714, request permission to cross runway 13.
Vancouver Tower, Air Canada 333 Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 8 left, departing south.
Air Canada 333 Super, line up and wait runway 8 left.
Line up and wait runway 8 left, Air Canada 333 Super.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 8 right.
short, runway 8 left. Air
An
Canada
ice cube come out of my water then. Um,
Holding short runway 8 right. Jazz 5445 super.
intense water bottle noises. It could be like an ASMR. It's so squeaky, this water bottle, really.
Vancouver Tower. Ethiopian 887 heavy.
Dan, be careful with the Q400. I'll be very careful. I'll try my very best to not crash this thing. My ears. Was it loud? Sounds like a squeaky door. Yeah, it does. Oh, it was loud. I didn't realize the microphone would have picked it up like that. Oh, it wasn't Daniel. Fine, okay. Water bottle. Am I a joke to you? Okay, another aircraft is lining up here on 8 right. The rotate speed for today will be around 115 knots. What would you do if you crash? I would just laugh. Will you be attending next year's Infinite Flight in-person events? I'm not too sure. Hopefully, I would like to go to Oshkosh again. Most definitely, I'd be interested in going. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed spending time with the team. I was also thinking of doing or hosting an official Infinite Flight London Heathrow meetup as well. So we can meet up in person and watch some aeroplanes. That's not confirmed. It's a work in progress. Just keep your eyes peeled for that if that's ever going to happen. But of course, it'll be in the next few weeks if it's going to. So we'll see. We'll see.
Vancouver Tower. June 9.
Deputy Plays, thank you very much for the sub.
Sequence at runway 8 left. Departing south. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 right. Jazz 19. Line up and wait runway 8 right. Jazz 076.
Is that... Oh, we have aircraft coming from the other side as well. I didn't realize. Let's have a look at the airplanes here.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 left.
Dan, have you ever been to Ferrari Land in Spain? I haven't.
Ethiopian 887 heavy.
Going to Barcelona next month.
Departing east.
Air Canada 333 Super, requesting departure to the south.
Jazz 298 super. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved.
I think the takeoff should be fine. It can't be too bad, surely.
076, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
Somebody's already at the descent for this flight.
21 Whiskey Bravo, line up and wait.
Hi, are you a pilot? I'm not a pilot. I'm not a qualified pilot. I have some hours under my belt in a Cessna, but I'm not a qualified pilot, no. Although I would love to be. I would love to be.
Runway 8 left. Ethiopian 887 heavy.
Jazz 8800, runway 8 left, cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading until or above 5,000 feet. June 98, line up and wait runway 8 left.
Line up and wait runway
This is the
8
first
left.
flashlight I've been able to join in a while. Here, there's a lot of spamming going on. Whoever's spamming in the chat, please stop. It'd be appreciated. It just makes it harder to read other comments. He's a virtual pilot. I'm a qualified virtual pilot. What non-live cockpit planes do you like to fly? I don't really fly any aeroplanes that don't have virtual cockpits besides this one today. I think it would be the 787. Let's request departure. 8 right, departing south.
Requesting departure to the south.
Vancouver Tower, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November, ready for departure at runway 8 right, departing south.
Cleared for takeoff.
Aviation
Runway 8
190 just took off and it was an okay departure. So there we go. We'll see. Line up and wait 8 right. Let's go. Let's do this. 16 minutes to the arrival. It's a really short flight. You know, it's going to be one of those flights where we've spent more time on the ground than we have in the air. The Dash 8 in front of us is flashing their landing lights. I assume saying hello.
Frequency change approved Jazz 808. Good day. Frequency change
Okay.
approved, Jazz 076.
It's the moment of truth. Let's see if we can do a nice departure here.
Holding short runway 8 right, Jazz 193, Vancouver Tower, Jazz 6969. Ready
Right.
for departure,
Full concentration.
runway 8 left, departing straight on.
10 knot headwind.
969.
Should be off the ground in no time. Ricky's Aviation, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Whiskey Hotel Alpha.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
There we go, out Dan. 8 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet. Let's do this. Final calibration.
Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Line
Let
up
the
and
engine
wait
spool up a bit,
runway 8
and then we'll increase our throttle to 90%.
Jazz 1972. Holding short of runway 8 right.
Holding short runway 8 right, Jazz 1972.
Ethiopia 887. Line up and wait runway 8 left.
There we go.
Line up and wait runway 8 left, Ethiopian 887 heavy, Vancouver Tower.
We'll start pulling back now.
Ready for departure in sequence of runway 8 left. Departing
Oh yeah, that was a really nice rotation. Gears coming up.
frequency change approved 298. Good day. Thank you.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad takeoff actually, I'll take that. It looks like we're doing a parallel takeoff here as well. If I have a look to my left, about to say right then, I'm not too sure why. I can't see.
Departing south. Holding short runway 8 left. United 824.
We should be able to see it. Oh, there. Not loading in.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 left. Ethiopian 887.
There's 1,000 feet. Let's just lower the attitude here to increase our speed.
Holding short runway 8 right. Jazz 714.
Looking good.
Cleared for takeoff.
Stayed on the runway heading as well. That's pretty neat stuff. We'll clean up the aircraft here. Retract the flaps. Where's that aeroplane gone? All the way up there. A321.
Departing south.
We'll accelerate towards our... There's an F22 intercepting us down here. LNAV's coming on. We'll follow the flight plan now. Frequency change approved. Good day.
887 heavy.
Tune out of the frequency here because we don't need it anymore. There's no center frequencies or any or departure frequencies, anything like that. We will climb at 220 knots. Where's the F-22 gone? Oh, just behind us, I think. Oh, right there. And we will increase our vertical speed again. I'm not too sure how fast these things climb. I think if we leave it at 2,800 feet per minute, that should be fine. Matt001 is just crossing runway 13, so in the line down there somewhere. That was a nice departure though. I'm not going to complain about that. Hopefully we can say the same with the arrival into Seattle in a couple of minutes. Let's have a look. Right now it's saying we're going to arrive in 27 minutes. That's going to decrease, I'd say, pretty fast. I mean, if you look at the bottom of the screen down here as well, you have the small aeroplane icon. You can track that across the screen. That shows the flight progress. And it's going to be interesting to see how fast that goes across the bottom of the screen today. Because when we do the longer flights, it seems to take forever for that thing to actually move. But today, I can imagine it's going to go quite quick. Crazy B, what's up? I'm really happy with that departure. The scenery is also really lovely behind us as well. I think the scenery for the entire flight will be quite interesting, actually. You can already see the aircraft at Seattle. I think we're going to land on, what is it, 16 center? We'll be careful of this Air Canada 321 here. They're going a lot faster than we are, so we should be okay. Let's 10,000 feet. We'll turn our landing lights off. What's the longest flash flight you've done? I think around 2 hours, if I'm honest with you. The longest stream we've done on the Infinite Flight channel was 3.5 hours. There we go. We'll pitch the nose down slightly again to 2,000 feet per minute. We'll increase. We'll accelerate to 230 knots, and we'll leave it at that. There we go, awesome stuff. If we look in front of us here as well, you can see the line of aircraft which are on the same flight plan as us. Dan, what's the cruising speed? 230 knots. How did you put all of the information, like the altitude, etc., on the stream screen like that? We use the Infinite Flight API, so basically we send the information through Wi-Fi from the iPad to the PC software that we're using. It's a custom-built app that shows the flight progress, so it's not publicly available. But I mean, I guess if you wanted to try and make one for yourself, I'm not sure if you can. It's simply using the Infinite Flight API. This isn't the Q4000. This is the Q400. No, but yeah. I changed my call sign from 𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗡𝗏001 to Golf Soon. I like that. I like that. Almost at our cruising altitude for today then. Let's lower that vertical speed again. We don't need to be climbing this fast. Just like that, we're more or less already cruising. There we go. Let's enjoy the views then. Let's enjoy the entire 8 minutes of cruise that we have. Ryan said, surprised I didn't see you at Gatwick. I'm crew there. I'm surprised also. RLV Matrix, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Water bottle sounds, yeah. Dan, if you had to make the choice, what aircraft would you remove? It's a good question, actually. I would remove the aircraft which get flown the least. I'm not sure. I feel like that would be... I don't know the stats on this. I'm sure I could find them somewhere, but I most likely would remove like the 717 or like the C-17. They're just not very good. Matt Flight Sim, thank you very much. Squeaky bottle, yeah. Alan Jester, what's up? The DC-10 tanker, said Matt Flight Sim. See, that's quite a good aircraft still. It's not too old. It still looks really good. The textures are relatively nice, so... Dan, no, not the C-17. What about the Spitfire? Can't even fly. That's also a really difficult plane to fly. But I don't know, because I like the Spitfire. You know, it flies around my area in particular quite a lot as well, so... But yeah, 5 minutes until descent, everybody. That just goes to show how quick the flight is today. I've been live 40 minutes, though. 40 minutes for, what, a 20-minute flight? I think more time on the ground than in the air, to be honest. No, man, when you see the C-17 in real life, you'll love the thing. Yes, I saw the C-17 at Osh, managed to get an interview in the cockpit as well, which is really nice. Cool plane. It's very chunky. It's very big. There's, I I would say, no one take offense to this, I would say the C-17 is quite an ugly aeroplane. I wouldn't say it's one of the best looking. I mean, I get its performance capabilities. It's pretty cool how it can descend like straight down with reverse thrusts on. That's amazing. Like the stuff that it can do is really, really awesome. But personally, I don't like the look of the aircraft. I think it's just a bit weird. Lee's Aviation's now been a member for 9 months. Oysters are gross. I've never tried an oyster, so I wouldn't know. And there we go. Infinite Flight Finland has been a member for 9 months. Also, hello. What's up? Thank you for supporting the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. Of course, if you're interested in becoming a channel member, the link is in the description. If you click the link, it won't make you a channel member. It will just show you the different membership levels that we have. And of course, you can choose which one you would like to join. And all of the revenue generated by channel memberships gets donated to the AOPA Foundation's You Can Fly program. So we make zero profit from your memberships. So we donate the money to a good cause. 3 minutes, 17 nautical miles until we descend. Got some escorts here. It's always good to have some escorts. Will there be a giveaway? Not today, not today. We won't do a giveaway today. We'll skip on it. It's a really short stream, so we'll do one another time or something. Dan, what's the most forgotten plane in Infinite Flight? In my opinion, it's the P-38. I think I would say the same as well. I don't see the P-38 being flown around, like, at all. At least not on multiplayer anyway. You don't really see it. I think the only place you'd most likely see it is on the casual server. But I honestly don't see it. I guess that's the same with a lot of planes, though. I think everybody likes to fly the new aeroplanes, the ones which are most up-to-date. I don't really see the 717. I occasionally see the 767, though not as much. The C-17, I don't see much of it. I don't see much of the C-130, which is it's still a nice airplane, but I don't see much of that. What else? What was the airplane? The P-38, the Spitfire I see being flown around. I think GA doesn't get a lot of attention, or at least the attention it deserves. GA flying is really awesome. You don't see many Cessnas flying around, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it would be the space shuttle. I haven't seen that thing flying around in a long time. Oh yeah, the A330-200 cargo, yeah, the freight. Yeah, I don't see that at all. By the way, I'm going to do a smooth landing and I will tag Infinite Flight on TikTok. Awesome, that's great. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you, I mean, maybe some of you aren't aware that we have TikTok. If you use TikTok and you aren't following us yet, feel free to check us out on TikTok. We upload some cool stuff over there, some funny stuff, some interesting facts, and some real-world aviation stuff. So if you're interested in seeing what we have over there as well, then check it out. Yeah, no one flies the SR-22. I like the SR-22, especially after seeing it at Oshkosh as well. It's a really, really nice aeroplane. What would you say about helicopters in Infinite Flight? I mean, it would be cool, don't get me wrong. In the long run, it would be really, really cool. But right now, like, I just don't see it really. I don't know how it would work in terms of ATC and stuff as well. Is it different? Well, I guess because you just like land vertically, you just go straight down. Oh yeah, I guess you could land sort of with some airspeed towards a runway as well, and they taxi along the taxiways or whatever. But Oh, we missed VNAV. Let's start descending to 12,000 feet. I completely forgot how short the flight was, but there we go. We're going down now. It's the same as normal ATC, okay. Which aircraft would you like to rework or add if you have the chance right now? I would say, I mean, the two aircraft which I would love to see reworked the most is the A380 and the 747. Those two are my favorites. I would like to see those reworked, honestly. Like those are my favorites, my top pick. How about everyone else? Of course, I'm sure we're all very familiar with the Fleet and Infinite Flight. Which aircraft would you like to see added or reworked? Within reason as well, of course. We've got the 340, 767, Aviator Booney in with the 380 and 747. What's the longest flight you've done, Dan? It was Tahiti to Doha. Okay, Jetstreams, 350s. We've got one A350 in Infinite Flight. 767. There's quite a few votes for the 767. The Dreamliner I don't think needs it right now. It's had a soft rework. It's still relatively decent to fly around. 777X would be cool, though it's very, very new. Looks like the visibility is dropping slightly here. Missiles on jets, please. I mean, you can't really shoot planes down in Infinite Flight. I can't really see that happening, to be honest. How's your girlfriend doing? She's doing great. She's doing great. Down to 11,000 feet now. There should be a military server down where you can shoot planes down. Right, what's happening here then? Let's concentrate. We don't want to fly into any other aircraft. We'll have a look at the distance between ourselves and other airplanes as well. We've got a dash 3 miles behind us. That's fine. To the dash 8 behind us, if you are watching the stream, just caution, when we slow down, you'll need to slow down also so that you don't fly into the back of us. We've got a... We've got an A220 4 miles ahead as well. Going 254 knots, so it's going slower than us. So we need to start slowing down, really. So that we don't... I mean, now it's 3 miles. Let's start slowing down so that we don't fly into the back of them. Is there approach? I'm not too sure if there is. I don't think there's any... Is there any frequency in general? I mean, we're quite close to the airport now. I'm sure something will pop up eventually. I guess you have to be more on your toes now because there's no ATC telling you what to do, so... Even more focused than before. And just like that, we're already nearly there. That was really quick. There should be missions in Infinite Flight. That would be cool. Okay, so we're going 20 knots slower now. than the A220 in front of us. Of course, we have the F-22, but that's just an escort, so we won't worry about that. What's your longest flight in real life, Dan? I think it was... Oh, it would have been London to Las Vegas. Through 10,000, landing lights are coming on. But the scenery around here is pretty nice. I'm escorting you in an F-22, said pilot Sam. Trip reports. Is that... Where is that you in front, or are you... I think that's the only F-22 around us, so I'd assume so, yeah. Dan, what gate did you spawn at and your cruising speed? I'm not sure. People were asking this in the previous stream as well. I can't remember the gate I spawned at, but I can tell you the cruise speed for today. We were cruising at 230 knots. Down to 6,000 feet now. We're getting really, really close, and we don't have any approach here. Let's just click on the airport. We have Tower, Ground, and ATIS. Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo is on the scene. He is controlling the airport all by himself, which is amazing. I can only go slightly faster. I can only go about 10 knots faster to the Dash 8 behind us here. We have an Air Canada, A220, just 4 miles ahead. So I'm just staying, just being aware of that one ahead as well. We also have, I think this is the chaos that we have when we don't have an approach frequency, is that we have planes coming in from left, right, and center. It's a little bit challenging. Yeah, quick trip indeed. ATL Avgeek, what's up? Make Infinite Trains or other game for train lovers. Infinite Trains, that's amazing. I quite like the Qantas livery, Infinite Flight Finland, the one with the dots down. Infinite Rail, Infinite Hot Air Balloons, Infinite Cars, Infinite Truck Simulator. Dash 8, 2 miles ahead. One thing I will say to everybody flying today, of course, we don't have approach controlling us or vectoring us into Seattle today. So just be mindful of the aircraft around you. Try to keep at least 3 nautical miles separation. If that's not the case and you can't really do that, then I'd advise a 360 or a slight diversion just to create some spacing between aircraft. Just being mindful of the Dash 8 that's snuck in front of us here as well. Just don't really want to, you know, crash. Seattle approach, awesome. We've got ATIS as well. Let's have a look. Contact approach on 133.6 when arriving from the north, north and east.
Altimeter 2999 remarks. No
Oh, okay.
work allowed.
So 133.6.
Aircraft accepted at this time. Check forum for event information.
This. Request approach.
Air Canada 333 Super. Contact
Seattle.
Tower on 119.
We'll do any runway ILS.
Alpha Victor
Okay,
Delta
I'm sure that was the frequency, but we'll send and switch. Request approach, Seattle, ILS any runway.
Tango India November Yankee is 7 nautical miles west of Snohomish County at 7,300
Let's have a look here. We'll stay at 180 knots for now.
Runway 16 center at Seattle.
We're getting really close to the airport now.
175 heavy is 6 nautical miles northeast of Diamond Point at 12,000 feet. Requesting flight following to Seattle.
Continue as filed. Expect the ILS approach 16 center at Seattle. Aviation reports. Thank you very much. Let's do this then. Going into 16 center.
Turn right heading 160. Maintain 5,000. Whiskey Hotel Alpha Victor.
Runway in sight. Look at the dash 8 in front of us here, going like nose down. We need to slow down. We're to maintain 4,000 to establish on the localizer. It'll be any moment now, so. Okay, I'm disengaging the autopilot now. There's a dash 8 right there. We're going to have to go really, really slow. That's the dash 8 that more or less just fell out of the sky there.
Roger. Tango India November Yankee.
India Foxtrot Sierra Juliet Oscar. Radar contact. Say approach request.
We're going to have to fly as slow as we possibly can. Unless they're going to do a missed approach, but I'm not too sure. Over to Seattle Tower on 119.90. Let's send and switch. Call inbound, landing on the ILS 16 center. It's go around right in front of us.
Runway 16 center. Alaska 516. Runway 16
Going
left.
super, super slow. The winds, actually, the conditions are really, really nice at the moment. We could see a good landing. 0 knots right now. Super, super calm conditions.
Bravo. You're in an active airspace. Please contact
116 knots.
119.9er. Air Canada 010. Number 2. Runway 16 center. Cleared. Alpha Victor Delta.
Number 3, cleared to land.
Number 3. Runway 16 center. Cleared to land.
Looking good at the moment. Let's have a look on the outside then. We'll drop the landing gear soon.
159.
Currently 7.5 miles out, so we'll wait a little bit. We'll drop the landing gear over this airport here.
Up and wait runway 16 left.
Line up and wait runway 16 left.
Pilot room, what's up?
Alaska 159.
Air Canada 333 Super. When able, turn left. Hold short runway 16 center. Please expedite.
And there goes the F-22.
Air Canada 333 Super.
Thank you for the escort.
Fly West 2326. Cross runway 16 left. Please expedite.
Let's fly a bit slower.
American 1291. Ready for departure at runway 16.
We really need 3 miles with this aircraft ahead.
Crossing runway 16 left. Sky West 2326.
Jet
Spoilers armed.
0 heavy. Cross runway 16 center. Please expedite.
Crossing runway 16 center.
Going super slow right now. We're like a Cessna.
Seattle Tower. Jazz 1972 is 9 nautical miles to the north of 3,000 feet. Inbound for landing. requesting runway 16 center. Jazz 808.
Such a cool plane.
16 left. Please expedite. American 1291. Hold short of runway
3 miles. There we go. Awesome. So
runway 16
let's drop the
left.
landing gear.
Jazz 808. Jazz 020 heavy. Hold short of runway 16 center.
Loading short runway 16 center. Jazz 0.
Oh no, was that a missed approach?
Runway 16
Or was that a glitch? Because they're going to space right now.
Seattle Tower, June 9-8. Inbound on the visual runway 16 right. Jazz 19. Go around. Make left traffic runway 16 right. Going around.
Does it go around?
Jazz 19. Alaska 159. Runway 16 left.
Aircraft in front of us. I believe it's the one that done the nosedive there is executing the go around.
Alaska 159.
Jazz 808. Request frequency change.
Alright, let's go a little bit faster then.
Request permission to cross runway 16 center.
Jazz
We'll land with
808.
flaps 15.
Contact Seattle ground on 121.7.
Seattle Tower.
We don't need full flaps. Oh, we'll be really, really slow.
Runway 16
I'd rather a little bit of a fast landing. 4 knot tailwind now.
American 1291. Line up and wait runway 16 left. Contacting Seattle ground on 121.7. Jazz 808.
Jazz 020 heavy. Request permission to cross runway.
Still coming in at about 116 knots.
Jazz 19. Roger. Make left traffic runway 16 center.
Line up and wait runway 16 left. American
The wind is shifting direction slightly as well.
20 heavy. Cross runway 16 center. Please expedite. Air Canada 010. When able, turn left. Hold short runway 16 left. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Air Canada 333.
See if we can do this nice and smooth.
16 center. Please expedite.
Wilco, Air Canada 010.
Jazz 1972. Number 2. Runway 16 center. Clear to land. June 98. Number 1. Runway 16 right. Clear to land. Number 1. Clear to land. Runway 16 right. June 98. Seattle Tower. Jazz 19. Inbound on the ILS runway 16 right. Jazz 020 heavy. Please follow instructions or
Oh, yeah!
0 heavy. Hold short of runway 16.
There we go.
Air Canada 333 Super. Request permission to cross runway 16 right.
Air Canada 333 Super.
Oh, yeah!
Runway 16 center.
Not bad. Not bad indeed. Let's vacate to the left.
Short runway 16 center.
Oh, I'll take that.
333 Super.
That was good.
Jazz 19 is on Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November.
Please expedite. Okay.
Hold short runway 16 left. Please expedite. Traffic on final. Jazz 19. Roger.
Seattle Tower, depart cargo 568. Ready for departure at runway 16 left. Departing north.
Tango
There we go.
November Yankee. Number 1.
Wilco.
Wilco, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Air Canada 010.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was actually really, really nice. I'll play that in the replay, of course, once we park up here.
Runway 16 center.
Let's just bring those flaps up.
Air Canada 010.
F22, come on.
Runway 16 left. Jazz 020 heavy. Cross runway 16 center. Please expedite.
Damn, please do a round trip. That was quite short. I can't, you know, I really would. Liv is cooking dinner at the moment, so I need to go and have that. So,
Delta Alpha November. Correction. Stand by. Alpha Victor
there we go. Cross 16 left, please expedite. So we'll cross this runway then, and then contact ground, request taxi to parking. After that, we'll have a look at the replay and wrap up the stream after that. We've been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes though already, so it's actually a pretty decent stream as well. Do you use a joystick? No.
Request frequency change.
Jazz 19. Hold short at runway 16 center. Seattle Tower. All Nippon 212. Inbound on the GPS runway 16 center. Holding short runway 16 center. Jazz 19.
Seattle Tower, Delta 838. Ready for departure at runway 16 left. Departing east.
Awesome. Okay, trim to neutral then. We'll contact ground and request taxi to parking.
Seattle ground, Alpha Victor Delta Alpha November. Request taxi to park.
Making a right-hand turn here.
Seattle ground. Shamrock 800 Super. Ready for pushback with information Charlie. Seattle ground. American 744. Ready to taxi with information Bravo. Seattle ground. Jazz 1972. Request taxi to parking.
And we'll go ahead and turn off engine 1. Strobe lights coming off. Dan, will Liv ever be on camera? She has been, not on the Infinite Flight channel. I don't think she will be on the Infinite Flight channel, but on my own channel, yes. She's been on it many times, and she will in the future. I'm sure she'll make an appearance. Look at this, taxiing with 1 engine. So cool. Let's just hold here. Looks like we've got loads of aircraft. Just going crazy on vacating the runway here. Yes, looks very good. Great. Let's continue taxi. Dan, how are you doing? Smile 760981. I am great, thank you. How are you? There's no ground frequency at the moment, so we'll just taxi our own discretion here.
Seattle Tower, all Nippon 212, inbound on the visual runway 16 center.
That's a really good landing. I'm happy with that.
Line up and wait, runway 16 left.
June 9-8, request permission to cross runway 16 center.
When's Infinite Flight going to release a PC version? Not anytime soon. Not that I know of anyway. It's a mobile flight simulator, so...
Unicum, June 9-8, crossing runway 16 center. Seattle Unicum.
Going to put that landing on your channel. Sure, do what you would like to.
Runway 16 center.
Is that a 777? Oh my! Look at this. Look at the side. What is... So that Dash 8 is taxiing through the engine of... Look at the size of it. Okay, let's not taxi into the back of this airplane. I don't know what's going on here, but to the aircraft in front, if you could continue taxi, that would be amazing. The G90's just swallowed a Dash 8 fuselage there. Let's have a look at the traffic on the ground.
Seattle Tower, Delta 290, inbound on the visual runway 16 center. Seattle Tower, Air Canada 791 Victor Alpha is 14 nautical miles to the north of 4,700.
I was the Dash that was swallowed. Dan, do you use a yoke or a joystick? I don't use either. I literally tilt the device just like this to fly on Infinite Flight.
Inbound on the visual runway 16 right.
Delta 287, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Seattle Tower, Air Canada 348 is 14 nautical miles to the north of 4,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 16 center.
Awesome stuff.
Seattle Tower, Pushing Alpha Delta Super is 25 nautical miles to the north of 6,800 feet.
Almost there, everybody. Almost there.
Runway 16 right.
It's almost time to park. Come on, everyone. Remember, we are in the expert server today.
Delta 212 Alpha Kilo is overhead at 7,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 16 right. Seattle Tower.
You know,
American 747.
this was actually a really, really fun aeroplane to fly, and I think we'll definitely fly it in future streams as well. I've always been a little bit reluctant to flying it, but I was trying to find a short route to do. And of course, with Seattle being on the ATC schedule today, and I had some free time, I was like, yes, let's do it, let's fly it. And it's been fun, it's been fun. We'll definitely do more in the future. Maybe, like, moving forwards, we can try to fly planes that I never usually fly. Because this was interesting, it was fun.
Seattle Tower, Charlie Foxtrot Yankee Zulu Juliet. Inbound on the GPS runway 16 right with information Charlie.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 998, ready for departure at runway
Okay, and we'll go on the dotted lines here for the narrow-body aircraft.
Maple 7 Heavy is 38 nautical miles to the northwest at 11,700 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 16 center.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 16 left. Alaska 998.
Number 1.
You could fit another dash 8 to the right there as well.
Right. Maple 331.
And we will just come to a stop there. Awesome, there we go. Let's go ahead and shut the aircraft down then, which isn't too much to do at all. Let's just turn off the engine. Seatbelts. Beacons, without having my ears destroyed by this F-22.
Enter straight in. Runway 16 center. Behind
There we go. Awesome stuff. Right, with that being said, let's go ahead and have a look at the replay for that landing then. We'll look at the takeoff as well, because I was quite impressed with the takeoff. So we'll look at both of them in just a second here. Let's just back out and have a look and see what the XP was like for this flight. So we got 480 XP. Not bad. I'm nearly at 2 million XP, which is awesome. I can't wait to hit that. Let's transition.
Seattle Uniform, Air Canada 348 is on final, runway 16 center.
Okay, hopefully we don't see it for too long. It shouldn't take forever. It should be okay. So let me get something ready in the meantime. There we go. 2 seconds here. I'm just going through YouTube Studio. I need to do something on my end. Memberships. Awesome. Right, let's have a look at the departure then. You can see that we had more time on the ground than we did in the air. Let's watch this departure.
Jazz 1972.
Oh, yes. Look at that. That was so good.
Line up and wait. Runway 8 left. Ethiopian 8.
No tail strike, nothing. It was just really smooth rotation.
Ready for departure.
Impressed with that takeoff.
Runway 8 left. Departing straight up.
November 221 Whiskey Bravo, frequency
Nice. Pat on the back for that one. Let's watch the landing then.
frequency change approved November 221 Whiskey Bravo.
Frequency change approved June 98. Good day.
Slight cross. Like it was coming in, it was crabbing just a tiny bit. Let's just fast forward here.
Clear to land. Runway 1.
Look at the view as well, the mountain in the background. It's pretty cool. Oh, this F-22 was really having a wild time.
Air Canada 333 Super. Hold short of runway 16 center.
Air Canada 010.
Ready? Let's have a look. I was holding it off. Holding it off.
6 center. Air Canada 333.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Air Canada 010. Request
It's so slow as well.
Holding short runway 16 center. Air Canada 333 Super.
Nice. That was a good landing. That was a really good landing, actually. I'll take that. Let's
Air Canada 010.
do something else here. We'll set up like a wing view or something as well.
Holding short runway 16 center. Air Canada 333 Super.
Okay, so whilst we wrap up the stream then, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to give a shout out to our captains and superfan channel members. Shout out to Dark Serpent Gaming, FN60 FPS, Captain Zeus, Gonzo, Adam, Owen Era Aviation 1, Grab, Information Foxtrot, Terrell Martin, Aviator Griff, Eli, Butter Zero, Nick Masterson, The Aviation, Josh K, Golf Hotel Alpha Zulu Bravo. Thank you for the service here at Seattle. Let's watch this landing really quickly.
16 center.
Lovely stuff. Shout out to Simon Weber, Crazy Bee. That's it. Awesome stuff. Well, with that being said, I would like to say thank you very much for watching another stream. It's been my pleasure to entertain you on this fine Saturday. Of course, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the next stream. As always, keep the dirty side down. I will see you in the next one.
Air Canada
Take care, everyone.
10. Cross runway 16 center. Please expedite. Air Canada 333 Super. Cross runway 16 left.